It's John and Rachel. Welcome back to what's the episode, John?
It is
99 red balloons.
Is that what it is?
99 red balloons.
And knowing the way we are, we're always late at
burp,
everything.
burp.
So we are not going directly to episode 100. We're going to be like one of those parents that counts 9 3/4, 9 7/8 before you get a spanking. We're going to be at what, 9 3/8, 99 3/8 or some kind of.
Every time you say it, I'm just going to
do it. Keep doing it. But then that
Except
actually.
No one on this show is in that age bracket except for us. Right. So there you go.
Right.
No one knows why I'm singing that or what it is.
Does everybody know the song?
99.
Yeah.
Well, Tim does because he's an old soul.
Everybody wants you to sing it in German.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Anyway, we are John and Rachel, and we typically are at 5 Foster Plaza, and we invite you to come because to our left are some amazing people with some great food. But before we get to that, we have to remind you that we will be at Pizzaiolo Primo. I'm saying it much better now.
Yeah, it's right in Market Square. If you're, what's it next to kind of Pittsburgher? It's next to Starbucks.
Yeah.
And it's next to Welcome to Moe's.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
And, right
so we're there every Wednesday in October because we are pre-recording for November. So stop by, see us, say hey, check it out, and get a little bit of an app. And remember that Market Square is not closed.
And the other thing is that episode 100, which we were just referring to, is going to be at the Leaning Cask out in Springdale, up next to Glenn's Custard, very near to Glenn's Custard. And we are going to be doing that on the 23rd at the Leaning Cask. It's a Thursday. It's a Thursday.
It is.
And so you should come there because it's part of a fundraiser for the Community Liver Alliance. We're going to be selling some sunflower seeds, which is super cool.
Move along to
Farmhouse.
I'm so fancy.
Sunflower.
I was also singing that. Yes. How about that? Like a sunflower. There's so much to sing, but so much to eat as well. And our new fast friends from out there in the north are here. You guys, welcome. How has it taken so long for us to meet Rachel and Sean from Farmhouse Fancies? How has it taken this long?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't really know how we connected.
Yeah. I don't know. Right? We're going to give Tracy that credit because she knows my love for bread, and I have a feeling that she kind of chased you guys down. But your presentation, by far, is the most beautiful that we've seen, and we've had some crazy, amazing people here, like the Cheese Queen. Meg, you know I love you, but you need to see this display. It is absolutely beautiful. So tell us a little bit about how you got started.
So I got started just from a friend as a hobby. Hi, Tess. She started learning how to make sourdough, and we're homesteaders. We like to can our own food, grow our own food. Sean's a hunter. We eat our own meat. We have chickens, rabbits, bees, and the next thing on the list was just making my own bread. I really wanted to make sandwiches for my kids, and I don't want the preservatives in the store-bought bread.
Yeah.
So,
so this was always your way of living, ultimately, and then it was like this was the final step. So let's figure this out.
Yeah, it was just a part of the the next step of our journey.
Wow.
Did you try other bread at home as well, and then did this? Or
I've made bread in bread makers before with yeast, but it was just the simplest ingredients. It's flour, water, and salt.
Yeah, right.
That's all you need. A lot of time and a lot of patience.
Yeah.
So every time I went to your website and every time I was looking at your Instagram, you're saying that it takes 3 days. What is the reason for the 3 days?
So I have to build my starter.
Okay.
I keep a little bit of starter, and before a big bake, I give it a big feed. I make it bigger, so I have enough yeast to make all the bread that I'm making.
Okay.
And then takes about 12 hours to make the dough start to finish, shape it all, and then you put it into the fridge to cold proof, and that's where the flavor comes.
Sure.
Okay.
You get that sourdough flavor, and then the next day is whenever you bake it.
So then all this went really well, making sandwiches for the kids, and you decided, wait, this is really good. Did you start selling it or offering it to your neighbors, and then, wait, this is really good, now we should start selling it? Go ahead, Sean.
Well, yeah, she was making it, and we had it all the time, and it was so good, and then I'm like, I think we can sell this to people.
Yeah.
So we started out just small. It was a couple people, neighbors, this and that. We'd post on Facebook, and we had people that would come religiously, and then it just kept ramping up, and we talked to our first market, Freedom Farms, which they have a big store, so they took us on for wholesale, then that kept growing, and so it was like, okay, this is probably the way to do this, is wholesale and get our products to as many people as we can.
But do you still take orders? So
we still take orders. Yeah, we also still get orders. So
yeah.
Sean, we wanted the story to be, we had a couple of beers, one thing led to another, but we had a couple of dough making.
Well, dough and beer, though, almost the same,
dough
right?
and beer.
Yeah.
All right, so, but on here, for those listening to the podcast, make sure you watch the video, but we see cookies, we see other bread, and this sunflower bread that has this carved cool thing it's a sunflower carved.
Is it rustic? Is that what is the bread?
So I just call the plain sourdough rustic.
Oh, okay.
It's just simple, no ingredients except for the natural food coloring on top of that bread.
And look how you're passing this over to me. Is that what you're doing?
All right. So tell us a little bit about what you brought tonight,
This
including the cookies, including the scones.
That is my plain rustic bread, flour, salt, water, and then there's a dipping oil, which we include whenever we do catering. Then the scones, I have our cranberry orange scones, and then a beehive blossom scone, and that has edible flowers on top of it. I really like to include edible flowers. I love florals. And then our brown butter sourdough chocolate chip cookies.
I love the containers. I love that you thought ahead. I love that it looks so pretty, but we put them on styrofoam plates. Sorry, because you did such a pretty job. It's amazing.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's so good.
So the scones, were you asked to start making some baked goods as well?
That was another thing from my friend Tess. You know, she started learning. Yeah, Tess, she's the real one. She started making the scones. She's like, you got to learn these scones, and I fell in love with her. And the flavors are just so fun. It's so fun to create new fun flavors of scones.
And are you up for anything? Or are you one of those people who, like, if someone says, hey, try this, you guys are up for it?
Of course, yeah. I love to make custom flavors.
And what do you think is next?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. I just thought maybe you had something up your...
Cinnamon rolls.
Oh, okay.
Sourdough cinnamon rolls and special flavors.
That's next week. You're coming back.
Yeah, so you'll be here. Yeah,
for sure. We'll be here.
I know Tim Pizzaiolo said he's coming back next week as well. So tell everybody, where can they find you and follow you? And specifically, you can come to Freedom Farms regularly.
You can find us at Freedom Farms Farmers Market, Brankel's Greenhouse and Market. We're at Schnurr's Country Market and Fennelton Market. And we also take orders on our website, farmhousefancies.net, and also sourdoughdealer.com.
Now, when you take orders, how does that happen? Do you deliver, or do they come and pick it up? How does
It's
that?
all
Good question.
It's mainly all pickup. We will do delivery. Some people, the thing about the sourdough is it freezes really well. So we tell people, hey, if you want to order a bunch of it, we're not going to deliver a loaf out to Cranberry, but we have people who will buy a decent amount, and it's like we'll bring it out for you.
Yeah. Wow.
It is absolutely fantastic. I mean, and the oil's fantastic. I just love your story. I love the fact that you want to be homesteaders. Like, I think we all have good intentions, and then it's like, I'll just kind of, buy from here, buy from there. But the fact that you guys started that way, and now it's even delicious. Kudos to you guys.
Well, thank you. That's why we like to. I like to sell the bread for people that want to eat like that,
like
but
have good
intent.
Yes, right. Yeah. That's it. Yes, because I think we all have good intentions, but not enough time. And where do they follow you on Instagram, on socials, all that good stuff?
Instagram is farm.house.fancies, and then what is our Facebook?
Facebook is, you can just look us up.
Just look it up.
Farmhouse Fancies, it'll pop up. We're on
It's a
TikTok.
picture of me.
Farmhouse
There you go.
Fancies.
Well, you guys, I don't mean to rush you, but we have to go to locate the locator from People's Gas, and I want to eat a cookie. It's John and Rachel, your Jagoff Late Night.
It's Rachel and John back to Jagoff Late Night. Again, 5 Foster Plaza is where we are now. We're inviting you to come down to the Pizzaiolo Primo in Market Square, or just go to our Facebook page because we have a whole new schedule coming out.
Yes, and finally, actually, our Jagoff.com, we finally have a calendar up
Finally.
after 9 years.
Yes.
It took a little bit of time, but we finally have it. Speaking of taking a little bit of time, it has been way too long. Caite, I feel like we've not seen you. Did we skip a quarter in some way?
We might have.
It's Tracy's fault. She's not here, so we can blame her.
We can blame Tracy.
Caite is with us every quarter from Pittsburgh Magazine, truly one of my favorite people, and you always bring us good news, because if you're coming, that means there's either something new happening in Pittsburgh Magazine or there's a great event happening. Which one is it?
This is the Pittsburgh Wine and Spirits Festival.
And when is
Sounds
that
great.
happening?
November 7th at Rivers Casino in the Event Center, 6 to 10 p.m. So tickets are on sale. Lots of wines, spirits, a buffet dinner, free parking at the casino,
Yeah.
you name it. It's going to be
Perfect
there.
timing just before people start to order their alcohol
For holiday gifts.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You know, it's interesting that you say that, because John and I have attended in the past, and obviously we're there last year. Could not believe it's one of those things that I think people do get that antsy pants, like, oh my gosh, one, yes, the holidays are coming, but two, the weather's changing. We need one more event to kind of do before the holidays completely set in. It's at the casino, so parking is free.
Yep.
And it is quite the spread. We had
Yes.
such a great time. So 4 hours, and you get to taste test. Explain that.
Yeah, it's over 200 different samples, so each table is sampling up to 4 or 5 different brands there. So you can go from one table and have your wine to the next and have a vodka, then a whiskey, a scotch. You name it, it's all
Drink
there.
responsibly. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, and this is that time to kind of, even if you don't like, or you don't know if you like
This
something,
is
right?
the place to try
This is
it.
the place to try it, because you just keep walking around and do your thing, and then can people, they just get the name of the vendor when they're there if they want to order it then for their holidays, or just for
So
whatever?
you can actually shop at the on-site Fine Wine and Good Spirits store.
Yeah.
Good question.
Nice, I appreciate that.
Well, they were set up there the last
Yes,
time, right?
exactly.
Like right in the front area.
Right in the front, kind of
Yeah.
when you walk in, so you can sample and then shop what you're sampling.
Because
So.
we live in a world now where we go, I really like that, but if I don't get it
can't
right
buy it
now,
right now,
yes,
then I'm
Because-
never going to buy it.
And you forget. It's so true. Or like I have to say, there was a particular spirit that we tried somewhere, and John was looking for it in a state store, and they don't all carry them. So
No.
if you have it on site, then grab it while you can.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
I love that.
One of our favorites is Five Farms Irish Cream.
It is.
Oh
Is
my
that what it
gosh.
was?
Yeah,
We were
that's what it
looking
was.
for? Yeah.
But the cool thing is that this isn't just Pittsburgh.
No, it's not
Distilleries,
just local
right?
distilleries,
It's national
local
brands, yeah.
It's like larger brands. So
Yeah.
you're not only going to try like local Pittsburgh or PA made things, you're going to try those national brands there as well.
We've seen a couple of celebrities lurking around there. Like the one year we saw Brian Trottier over there,
There
right?
might be a few. I'm
Oh,
not sure
there you
yet.
go. Okay, little tease.
But-
yes.
Stay tuned, follow us, and you'll find out.
And
within the next few
again,
weeks.
big yins or complaints is, where's the parking? Again, you already said
Can't
that
complain.
the casino.
Free parking and a buffet dinner is included in every ticket. So
What?
Caite,
Yeah.
we would be remiss if we didn't talk food, because obviously you saw, I have a feeling you're going to want to talk to the people who were here before you.
for sure.
For Pittsburgh Magazine. But in the meantime, our dear friend, Christy Graver, who
Love
is,
Christy.
love her. We share her as a mutual friend because she is the food editor for Pittsburgh Magazine and does an amazing job of finding different unique food places. Most interesting, I have seen more from Pittsburgh Magazine over the last 2 weeks, the original Oyster House.
Yes, Christy's story.
155 years. That has been going crazy. What
Yeah.
a great story.
Yeah, she just wrote it a few weeks ago. It just went up online, and she is so cool. She
is
finds the coolest
Yes.
places, and we love Christy.
And,
Love her.
and it's so, I mean, that story alone tees it up a little bit, because it's been owned by the same family
Yes.
for, I forget.
It's just been passed down
Yeah,
like
it's been
generation
passed down, yeah.
after generation.
And the who
Five
owns it
families.
now, right?
Mm-hmm.
And her father owned it, and he was one who was kicked out of it as a teenager.
How funny.
And said,
Love
I will come back and buy this place from you someday.
That's what we love about
Yeah.
Christy, is she finds those unique spins. She doesn't just write about like the restaurant itself. She writes
Sure.
about like the story
The
behind
background. Yeah.
the owners and
Yeah.
the facility. So that's why she's a gem.
Yeah,
Market
she is a
Square.
gem, for sure. So another thing, and the reason I know Christy so well is because we share a podcast together, and we do the Pittsburgh Her podcast, and she has truly, truly come into her own on that as well. I have to say, we attended our last Women in Business, right? Because the last one was September.
September.
Yeah. So you take a little bit of a hiatus
Yep.
and then come back when?
February. So we'll be back in February in the new year with 4 new honorees and a new keynote speaker and possibly a new venue.
Yeah.
So, Katie, talk about that if you don't mind. Just the women in business. What's the object? We know that there are many places that celebrate women in business, but yours is very casual, but still dignified. I think that it's not just this sort of queasy networking event.
No, it's not. We try to make it very personal and intimate, so that when you're there, you feel comfortable networking. You don't feel like you have to show up with your business card and pass it out to X many people. So it's very casual. There's a keynote speaker, there's an awards presentation, but it's also I want to go do something with my friends. This is the event that I'm going to go hang out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is so true. And I think it's really important to mention too that the caliber of women, right? Kudos to Katie, because we've had this conversation a bunch where sometimes, you get into that realm of the same women are winning the same awards among different places in the industry. And so what's really cool about this is a lot of the people who are either on this podcast or are trending in other publications, you are recognizing that they are younger, they are people of color, they are doing unique things. It's not just mainstream business, and you're recognizing them and encouraging people to nominate them.
Yes, we don't just, look up top Pittsburgh company's CEO and hope they're a woman.
Right.
We, dig. I can't tell you how many times I've been in this room and I stole somebody from the show that I gave the award to, because, you got to search for them.
That's right.
Because the women that we're trying to honor, they're not the face of the company. They're hiding in the back doing the hard work.
And once again, you can find the Pittsburgh Her podcast either on your Jagoff.com
and
or
Pittsburgh
on
Magazine.
Pittsburgh Magazine.
Yeah.
All right. So you ready for all of our big questions,
Yeah.
Yeah.
She brought us junk drawer items. They're just back there. Do you know what it is?
No.
Tell him.
Oh, yeah. We were going to put them up here. That's right. Oh, yeah. Go ahead. What are they?
It's a Pittsburgh Magazine mug and
Yes.
some coffee.
From
Defer.
one of our
Defer.
favorite places.
We love them.
Fantastic. Yes.
Well, we appreciate
So we
that.
appreciate
Not
your
really
junk drawer.
a junk drawer item because we're going to use
You're
it.
going to use it.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. Well, and I said, quite frankly, no offense, we adore you, Pittsburgh Magazine. John drinks chocolate milk and not coffee, which means Rachel gets double the coffee. So thank you very much.
And I know Rachel
But
loves
John-
coffee.
But John loves to drink cold chocolate milk made with chocolate syrup out of a glass.
So we know what's going to happen.
Well,
You'll
you
bring
can
it
use the
next.
classic.
There you go. There you
For
go,
your
Katie.
We
chocolate
share.
milk.
We share.
All right. So the Rohrich Honda question of the day. I love it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right.
You ask it. It
All
was
right,
yours
so
again.
We're talking about, we haven't done it yet, but we're talking about gems of Pittsburgh tonight, right? And so my question is, what gem do you think you would be if you were a gem?
Like the stone gem?
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Or not a stoned gem, but yes,
Oh, wow.
a gem. Yes.
Wow.
I'm going to say this.
Do it.
Only because I have to. This is my one chance to plug
Okay.
the new Taylor Swift album.
Oh, go ahead. Do it.
I'm going to say Opalite.
Oh, that was good. That's a good one.
So, listen.
I do love opal, but that's not my.
That's not your gem?
I would say emerald. Not that anyone asked me, but I'm a green fanatic. John, what would yours be?
I don't know. I think it'd be a diamond in the rough. I don't know what it would be. I really don't know. I don't even
Katie.
know gems, to be honest with you.
Hit us with again. I know it was
I'd
his
be
question.
granite.
You didn't look
I
up
never
your own gem for your own question?
Well, I never get asked the question of the day. I'm always asking it.
Well, here I
He's
am
the
asking
asker,
it back.
guys. There you go.
The pressure.
So, Katie, one more time. November 7th
November 7th at
Rivers
Rivers
Casino.
Casino in the Event Center.
from 6 to 10.
6 to 10. So get your tickets. You can get them on PittsburghMagazine.com. Follow us on all the social platforms, Pittsburgh Magazine.
And make sure you check out Pittsburgh Her, and you can get it at both locations. And follow us on Instagram at PittsburghHer_5. It is John and Rachel.
I'm Scott Baker, president and founder of 5 Generation Bakers. You probably know us for our famous Jenny Lee swirl bread. We know Jenny Lee is delicious on its own, but we want to answer this question. How do you swirl with Jenny Lee?
Welcome to People's Clean Hydrogen Pilot Program. Here sits no ordinary container. It's a drop-in unit that transforms natural gas into clean, cost-effective hydrogen that can provide you with affordable, safe, and reliable energy with as few emissions as possible, removing carbon and making a product, not a pollutant. So no, it's no ordinary box. It's a powerful decarbonization tool, and just one of the ways Peoples is innovating the future of energy.
We got the It's John and Rachel. Welcome back to
We're
you,
so
Jagoff.
busy eating sourdough bread and discussing how good it is, right?
And we have Eric Fontana. I'm just kidding.
Right.
Eric Fontana. And Eric, I've been following you, Restaurant Gems in Pittsburgh. And this ended up being quite the little food theme, thanks to Tracy, who's not here. But we love that you're here because you are typical Pittsburgh. You are going into all of these great little places, these diners, these different small, unique mom and pop places, and you are talking about them. You wrote a book about it. You're everywhere. Tell us a little bit better than I did.
Yes, so I actually have 2 books. It's been a while, but I did write 2 books. But how it all started, if you want that real quick.
I do.
Absolutely.
In 2017, I'm just going to lay it out. I was dumped. My car was totaled. I had 2 hits on my car in 1 week, and I was starting a new profession.
Is this a country music song?
No.
Okay.
But let's start with something interesting. So literally, I was starting a new job, and I'm like, what am I going to do with myself? I felt like I had no purpose, whatever. Wrote a review of a Chick-fil-A sandwich, and it actually caught on. I was like, the bread is this, jam-packed with this much protein, and it caught on, and people were like, are you serious? And then I started to write blogs, started to travel myself. I was single, wrote little food articles, started to write for Your Beaver County. It was like an app. Then I met my wife, and she was like, you should create a page. And during COVID, I would go around the restaurants. 2 books later, now I run the Restaurant Gems of Pittsburgh in the Ohio Valley and more, and I'm almost at 33,000 followers. So I do your triple Ds, your monster portions, the diners, drive-ins, and dives type places.
Okay, awesome.
Wow.
I love stories like that because it's sort of like, it just fell into place, right? So was there a particular food? Why the Chick-fil-A? You just are a Chick-fil-A fan. You just went? I mean, there was really no story behind it.
So it was after the gym. I'm a little bit random, and I just took a picture of it. I was like, I had an iPhone late, so I was like getting my learning it. So I just took a picture of it, and I'm like, let me write a little bit about it. I was a pretty good writer in college, that most say. I never hit the requirements, but I kind of do my own thing, and wrote a review of it. And I was just like, let me just do this and see what happens. And it got like a bunch of likes. So that's how it started.
That is so cool. All right, so now geographically, how far do you represent, or how far, I guess, what's the furthest you've gone to write up someplace?
So probably Oil City.
Okay.
Yeah, so here's the thing about, and one of my friends actually gave me, I didn't even realize this about myself. Most content creators are in around the city. Mm-hmm. I capture all your counties or whatever, rural and suburban. So I live in Cranberry Township, but I've been to Oil City. I've been to Washington, PA. I've been close to Seven Springs. I've been to Youngstown, Ohio. So I capture all those places, that the rural areas. So I'm all over the place.
And so if you go to a place and you saw, it's like a real estate kind of game, you go there, online, it looks like a really pretty picture. You go there, there's creaky steps, there's dirty wall. Do you still go in there? Because does that make it even better for you?
It kind of makes it even better.
Yeah.
So I grew up in rural Steel Mill, Beaver County, where it was all dive bars. If you weren't, I don't smoke, but if you weren't smoking or swearing, people were looking at you like something was wrong. You could cut through the cigarette smoke. So I grew up in those kind of places.
Yeah.
So I love going in there, and it doesn't really bother me. I don't know about my wife. She probably doesn't want to go somewhere that's smoking, but some of them have the greatest food. I mean, you go, and that's what I think is so cool about it. You would never know these places exist. You get monster portions. It's something cool to do. It's exciting, and you'd be surprised how many people love places like that.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I think the new age stuff is great. I mean, I enjoy it, but I think it's like a niche. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure. There's definitely an area that people want to know more about. So do you do research on it ahead of time, or are you just kind of heard this place, I'm not going to look? Often, John and I will say, we don't want a lot of background info because we want to find out. Do you look into it before you go to the restaurant?
I actually do. I do a lot of research because I really don't ever write a bad review. It's more of a promotion, or I promote. And now, content monetization from Facebook or whatever once you hit 10,000 followers or whatever. So I do a lot of research on it. And from all the research and kind of the, just doing this for a while, I can tell that somewhere is good. I know that sounds weird before I go there. I could tell they use good spices. I can tell they use a certain type of meat. The French fries are beer battered, like how their menu's constructed, how much love do they pour into their website. So I do a lot of research. There's a lot of work that goes into it.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, go ahead.
No. I love dive bars, so I just need to make sure that I just love hanging out in a dive bar. But this reminds me of there's a place in New York City in Hell's Kitchen that is literally the oldest bar in New York City. And when you look around, it looks like everybody's been there because they all have cobwebs on them sitting at the bar.
Wow.
But for every beer you buy, you get a hot dog. You get a free hot dog. That's
you were just talking about this.
It's a dive bar. We'll have to make sure you get there.
Road trip.
Right. You got a road trip. But so, are you a picky eater?
So I actually am.
Okay.
That's the funny. And
Wow.
I catch all kinds of heat from my wife. And I told her straight out when we met, she's amazing, but I am picky and I still get heat for it. And I said it right off the first date. I said, I love chicken wings. They're my favorite food. I like them before they're popular. I'm sloppy. I got sauce on my face, whatever. I still get heat from it or whatever. I don't like mayo. I just found out there's mayo and ranch. I know that's embarrassing. I thought it was sour cream, so I'm like limiting that. Yeah, but I am actually a picky eater. My mom also will attest or whatever, but I'm not that picky. There's just certain things I just don't eat. I don't like coleslaw. I know that's sacrilegious. I don't like deviled eggs.
Yeah.
I don't like mayonnaise. I don't like potato salad and things like that. But
Okay.
I'm a big meat guy. I love meat. I can't handle a lot of bread.
Is that your
But-
go-to if you're going to these places and you're just not sure?
Yes, meats. Definitely. My weakness is aged Italian meats. Like I love like supersetta, prosciutto,
God,
capicola.
yeah.
I mean, I can just eat a sane amount. I
Yeah.
love salt so much that I'm actually on a minor blood pressure medication just because I love it that much. And like I'm trying to live life, so I stay in shape. I
That's
work out.
awesome.
Yeah.
You're so. I love how your honesty. And so when you're going into these places, real quickly, if you do find something, because let's face it, sometimes you don't love what you're going into, right? That's just human nature. So because it's promotional, are you literally like, okay, I can go to something else? Like you touched on it. I can talk about the website. I can talk about the ambiance. Is that a fair statement that if you're going in and you don't love it, that's sort of where you go to?
Yes, I can typically find something positive.
That's great.
And that's why I do the research or whatever early, so I know that, like, are they known for something? Like a lot of places are like, try the 1 pound gorilla burger.
Yeah,
You know what I
sure.
mean? Or there's a place called Anchor Hoagies. It's called a Hangover. It's out in the east part of Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's called the Hangover Burger. It's like, or Hangover Hoagie. It's 12 pieces of bacon, 6 eggs,
Jesus.
ham. Like it's like a cardiac arrest. Like
Yeah.
you almost have to sign a waiver. So
Yeah.
Oh my
But
God.
But did you like it?
I didn't have that.
Oh,
I
okay.
had the 24-inch like Philly cheesesteak, but in sections. So I got like the big.
Yeah.
'cause
You're smart.
The content or whatever, a lot of times I get what's going to be most striking.
Got it.
So like if something's like massive or whatever, that's what people want to see, and that's what gets
Sure.
the algorithm, and that's
Yeah.
what's fulfilling. Like I try to reach as many people as I can.
Love it.
When
All
you were in
right.
high school, remember how they taught you about blogging and algorithms? Remember that?
Yeah, right.
It didn't happen, right? We didn't
No.
know any of that
No.
stuff. That's so funny. That's
Oh
so
my
funny.
gosh.
All right.
Eric, this has been so enlightening. We certainly appreciate it. And we want to know where they can find you, follow you, all that good stuff. But the big question is, did you bring us a junk drawer item?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, what do we
Let's
get?
see it.
I did my homework. So a gift and
I did my
junk
homework.
drawer item. So I got you a Henry's Meat Market koozie.
Now, where is this out of?
So this is in Cranberry Township.
Okay.
but
Michaela was just there, she said.
the
Okay.
original one is in Harrisville, but it's like, do you remember Toys R Us?
Yeah.
It's like the Toys R Us of meats. You got to check it out. I mean,
That's why I
Grant,
didn't
the
know about
owner's
it.
great to me, and like they just have meats galore.
Beef
So,
jerky.
Okay.
Beef
beef
jerky?
jerky,
Yeah.
beef
Okay.
stick, any kind of meat.
It's a
you
great
can want.
koozie.
It's absolutely enormous.
Thank you very
Nice.
much.
We
Any type of
appreciate
meat.
that.
And you have another gift for
Yes,
us.
this is just
The
a gift.
book.
This is my second book, The Restaurant Gems of Pittsburgh Master Edition. Pretty
We
proud of
appreciate
it.
that. Yeah, you should be. Thank you so
Are you
much.
going to sign this when this
It's
is all
it's
over?
already done.
Oh,
yeah.
Come on,
sweet.
John.
Look at
Yes.
you. That's
Does he
very
seem like
cool.
an amateur to you?
All right. To John, you're my favorite. That's cool. I
That's
got
not
that.
what it
Yeah.
says. There's no question. There's
So.
no question. So,
All right, our question of the day, real quick, is all right. We're talking about gems, as you well know. It's your topic. What gem would you be?
So I don't want to steal yours, but I was going to say diamond.
Okay.
Because diamonds are just sparkly, and I think they're super tough. Like I used to play a video game called Mortal Kombat.
Okay.
And that was the toughest.
I love the
That was the
reasons.
toughest thing that you could chop. So like, there's something just about a diamond that.
Okay.
Because I was like, oh, I got to think of something. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not
right, the
a
pressure's
jeweler,
on.
you know
that's
what
a
I
fair
mean?
question.
Yeah.
John,
Yeah.
put that book up so
All right.
that we can show it. That's the book. Eric, tell us, where can we follow you, and make sure that we're getting a book if needed?
Yeah, so the book's kind of old. I've done a lot more content. I moved to more video, just being transparent with you. It covers a good amount of restaurants, but not a lot in the city. It's based out of like 6 counties. But where you can find me, my big website or whatever, Restaurant Gems of Pittsburgh and the Ohio Valley and more. If you go to that, type that in the search bar on Facebook, follow me. I've busted my butt to get to 33,000 followers. I mean, I just trying to grind and organically. So
we love it. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Next up, one of our favorite musicians, Tim Pittsaiolo. Stay with us. John and Rachel, you Jagoff Late Night.
Welcome to People's Clean Hydrogen Pilot Program. Here sits no ordinary container. It's a drop-in unit that transforms natural gas into clean, cost-effective hydrogen that could provide you with affordable, safe, and reliable energy with as few emissions as possible, removing carbon and making a product, not a pollutant. So no, it's no ordinary box. It's a powerful decarbonization tool, and just one of the ways Peoples is innovating the future of energy.
Mancini's Bakery, 97 years in business and still getting better. Make sure you follow us on Facebook and Instagram. That's where you will see various Pittsburgh personalities like Gretchen McKay, Super Bowl MVP Santonio Holmes, KDKA's own Mary Hours, and WPXI's Jenna Harner, learning how to make the famous Italian twist bread. Follow Mancini Bakery on Instagram and Facebook, and remember to ask for Mancini's. It's John and Rachel. Welcome back to your Jagoff Late Night. And we said this to our audience when we were introducing him, but Tim Pittsaiolo truly remains one of our absolute favorite musicians. Tim, you never disappoint. We follow you online. We watch all the stuff you're doing. However, we failed to realize that you are married. Cue the confetti. Right? What is wrong with us? How did we miss that? Congrats.
I was off duty that day.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Well, congratulations. It's been too long.
Yeah.
And tell us a little bit about where have you been performing, what's coming up, all that good stuff.
Yeah. Slower year, obviously getting married. There's a lot of I's to dot, T's to cross with all that. But have been, around locally, looking forward to getting out on the road a little bit again next year.
Are you? Okay.
Whenever my schedule opens up. Next up for me, tomorrow, actually Saturday.
Yeah.
I'll be at 4 Points Brewing, their tap room on Western Avenue on the north side for their West Fest event.
I love that.
Yeah, it should be good. And finishing up a record with Mike Dawson, collaborator.
I read that, yes.
We just sent that out for mixing, so that'll be back soon. You can expect news there, and then heading into the studio with another group of guys to start recording another project this fall. So
always busy.
A lot of new music coming, yeah.
And we know you have a full-time job, but sometimes it's just a hobby for people. This is not a hobby. This is really your passion in your life. Yeah. Because then again, following you on Instagram, it's very relaxing to go watch you play. Yeah. And your voice is very smooth.
Thank you. Yeah, I love it. It's great. As you mentioned, I do work for People's Gas.
Yeah. Locate the Locator. Check it out in the beginning of the show.
And it's great. It's both hemispheres of the brain. I do really technical stuff during the day, and it's really nice to be really creative and artistic in the evening. And I get to challenge yourself
Best
in different ways.
Best of both worlds.
Can you think of how big the pressure would be to be the musician at Tim Pittsaiolo's wedding? Right? Did you have a live musician?
No. So we had a DJ.
Okay.
Just because that was my gift to our vendors. Yeah, that'd be a tough bill. And Courtney,
you would do it.
Not. She's also very particular too. So we'd be tough clients.
Understandable.
I
just celebrated my 25th wedding anniversary.
Congrats.
And I was talking about, John always throws out who was at your wedding. The Vogues were my house band.
Oh wow.
And who else was in the audience?
The Temptations.
The Temptations.
Yeah.
So anyway, but it's interesting because it is so true. When you come from a music family, you just don't know, how it's going to be.
Yeah.
Tim, do you happen to have a junk drawer item?
I sure do. I sure do.
Sweet.
So I always have to laugh. My dad has cheater glasses, and instead of keeping them on him, he just leaves them everywhere around the house. And they're
Please tell me.
I did the same thing. So I play a lot of slide guitar. I get a lot of work doing that, and everything. So when I was young and immature, I just had to leave them everywhere because I constantly forgot them. So I was I find them in my junk drawers everywhere.
That's hysterical.
And
now
I thought it was a shot glass.
So did I.
Yeah.
John will fan guy this 100%.
That is. Is
I thought
that
I was
top
getting
of a
another
bottle?
pair of
Yeah,
scissors.
just a
It's
hacked
the
up
top of a bottle. Oh my god! How about that?
Oh my
All right.
gosh.
So now I've gotten smart. I just keep one, and people make fun of me. I have one in my pocket at all times.
Oh my
Nice.
god.
Even if I'm going to the supermarket.
So smart.
Just so I don't
love
forget. So now I have a whole bunch of them.
Tim,
It's
we-
John and Rachel, Jagoff. Now, before we go to this, just tell us what is if you're a gem, what gem would you be?
Oh man, I'd be one of those like crystal things that are all murky and cloudy that you get and you put them on your.
You're not
mantle
murky
there.
and cloudy, but I get it.
Yeah, you know, I
Mystique.
don't need a
I get it. You don't need to shine. You're
Eric's a
I get
diamond.
it.
He's got that. He's got that covered.
Right.
Yeah.
Cataracts is what I think is foggy. Right? It's John and Rachel. We're stepping out here for the 412 Dues.
Hi everyone, this is Taylor Spirito with Visit Pittsburgh, here to tell you the 412 to-dos. If you haven't been to an Oktoberfest yet, what are you doing? Luckily for you, Oktoberfest Pittsburgh is taking over downtown through the end of this weekend. In true Bavarian tradition, this year's Oktoberfest will feature an array of family-friendly activities and attractions designed to bring the spirit of Munich to Pittsburgh. Head to Fort Duquesne Boulevard between Stanwick Street and 7th Street for a fully immersive experience of German culture, food, music, and community. The event is free to attend, but you'll need to pay for some of the activities, like that giant Ferris wheel that's smack dab in the middle of the 6th Street Bridge. The festival closes at 8 p.m. on Sunday, so don't miss out. The Andy Warhol Museum is partnering with the Carnegie Museum's Culture and Community Department to present a Hispanic Heritage Celebration in honor of Hispanic Heritage Month. Spend your Saturday at the Warhol with Latin music, dance performances, Spanish language tours, and of course, silkscreen printing. Tickets to the celebration are free with museum admission, and the Warhol recommends buying tickets in advance. And since the event ends at 3 p.m., you can explore the Andy Warhol Museum until they close for the day at 5 p.m. And if you're looking to enjoy the fall weather a little bit outside of the city, the Coriopolis Fall Festival and Art Walk is back on Saturday, October 11th. Explore downtown Coriopolis, roam through the business district while checking out local artists, grab a bite from the plethora of food trucks, and stop at the vendor fair full of local artisans. There are also free activities for all ages on site, including a petting zoo, a cornhole competition, story time, arts and crafts, and a kids' costume contest. And for any other events, festivals, performances, and more, be sure to check out visitpittsburgh.com. Until next time.
Oh,
now you see why we love him.
Tim.
Tim, that was awesome.
I need that music when I'm driving in traffic.
Yes.
Right.
Yes,
all right.
you do.
So thank you to Tim Fatula. We appreciate it. Thank you to all of our guests, including Sean and Rachel from Farmhouse Fancies and Caite from Pittsburgh Magazine.
And our newfound friend, Eric Fontana. Great stories tonight. Make sure that you continue to follow all these great local people. Make sure you let us know who you want to see on the podcast, and make sure you check out where we're going to be over the next couple of weeks so that we can have you in the audience. It's John and Rachel. Have an amazing weekend.